donate.
Mary had a little man.
The false. We believe that all men are created equal.
To the magnificent mosaic that is America.
From radio beacon to radio beacon. I have a dream today. Change has come to America.
Believe me.
Help is on the way.
Knock, knock. Who's there?
It's a figment of your imagination.
Randi Rhodes Show. Turn up your mind.
Breaking news just moments ago, Facebook announced it is getting rid of fact checkers and also making major changes to what content is allowed. This is just the latest move as Facebook's parent company Meta and founder Mark Zuckerberg work to very publicly win favor with Donald Trump.
The recent elections also feel like a cultural tipping point towards once again prioritizing speech. So we're going to get back to our roots and focus on reducing mistakes, simplifying our policies, and restoring free expression on our platforms. More specifically, here's what we're going to do. First, we're going to get rid of fact checkers and replace them with community notes similar to X, starting in the US. We tried in good faith to address those concerns without becoming the arbiters of truth. But the fact checkers have just been too politically biased and have destroyed more trust than they've created, especially in the US.
Wow.
Oh my God. Getting rid of fact checkers. And Claire Duffy, you can see her right here, is here with us now. So what's going on here?
Yeah, John, this is a major reversal. Let's not forget that the reason that Facebook and Meta introduced this third-party fact-checking system in the first place was because it was accused of allowing foreign actors to spread disinformation and discord around American political elections.
Yeah, Russians.
Now the company is saying it is getting rid of those third-party fact-checkers and will introduce this system called Community Notes, which is something that Elon Musk has also rolled out on X. It lets users add user-generated context labels to posts, but you're relying on users to do that and to bring in the information. This was announced on Fox and Friends by Joel Kaplan, who's one of the company's top Republicans just last week. We talked about he was elevated to the company's top policy job. Here's how he described the system.
And so somebody can write a note, and then the way it works is different people on the platform can sort of vote on that note. And if you get people who usually disagree, who all say, yeah, that sounds right, then that note gets put on the post and people see it.
Zuckerberg said that this is going to allow more bad things to make it onto the platform. He acknowledged that, but he said it will help with free expression.
A couple points I want to make here. Number one, Joel Kaplan announced that on Fox News. Again, everything very public, unsubtle. I think what Meta is doing here, and I think they would perhaps admit to that. I don't think they would run away from that. And the New York Times reporting that the Trump administration got a heads up about this policy shift beforehand. So again, seems to be part of this larger, very public effort to curry favor.
Yeah, and Kaplan he acknowledge that it was in part because of this change in administration that they are making these changes.
Oh, God. Oh my God! I just wow! It's like oh, your house is on fire. F you, pay me. I mean, really, this is the kind of mafia boss we have now in the White House, who is going to actually get rid of. And this is what I was saying to the woman in New York yesterday: get rid of facts, get rid of fact checkers, get rid of information that he finds inconvenient, like fact checking him. And today was such a great example of why you need fact checker. I mean, in an hour, he must have told, I'm going to say, 100 lies, big and small, all across the spectrum of lies. Everything from threatening war against Panama all the way to occupying Canada. I mean, I never saw anything like this in my life. And, the idea that he's saying to everybody, oh, I'm inheriting such a mess. This country is a disgrace. It's a disaster. He said again today that our country is a disaster, a laughing stock all over the world. He said this today. Let me tell you something. The United States of America, whether you like this fact or not, is the envy of the world economically. The reason why illiberal governments are popping up all over Europe, are popping up in Italy, are popping up in France, are Justin Trudeau resigns in Canada. Okay, you have it's all because of inflation. It's all because of a really stinky economy. People in England are now being told by Elon Musk, no less, that they should get under They should get out from under the thumb of their autocratic government. Literally, they should go out on their own and leave England. And people are listening. Why? Because the economy in those places is worse. Okay, let me put it this way. Worse than here. The economy here is really good. People don't want to hear that because the same people who will always have difficulties are having difficulties. And you know, my goal in my lifetime was always to make it so that everybody had basic income. Okay, I didn't want to see anybody have difficulties, especially when they had children. Okay, especially when they were working, especially when they were doing their best. Don't want to see that. You don't want to see people go hungry when they're doing their best because they have a terrible decision to make about living where the work is, paying the rent because the work is there, and then buying groceries and sending their kids to school. That's disgusting in the richest nation on the planet. And we are, but we're not there yet. But to say our economy sucks is a lie. The other countries are doing worse than we are, and that is why they propped up illiberal governments. Now, we're about to have our very own illiberal government. We're about to have a mafia government. We're about to have a government where you have to pay VIG to President Trump, okay? You have to pay to play. It's like radio, but the presidency. Payola, everybody, payola. You want to get on the playlist? You want anything to do with popularity? You're gonna pay. You're gonna pay the president. You're gonna pay to play, is what it is. And today, this UAE guy, he paid Donald Trump. He paid him millions of dollars personally for licensing agreements, and then built a golf course with Donald Trump's name slapped on it in the middle of the freaking desert. Okay, this is the game now. This is what you have. But the idea that other countries didn't recover as fast as we did should not be lost on you, because the social media game that is being played by Elon Musk, and now Zuckerberg is in, okay? And Zuckerberg brings with him Instagram, brings with him Facebook, brings with him Threads, right? No small thing. No more fact checking. And what does that lead to? Well, that leads to you feeling like the U.S. economy sucks, but it doesn't. And as much as, I hate to see people suffering or struggling in any way, shape, or form in this here country because of all the riches that exist here and the lousy distribution of that wealth, really piss poor distribution of wealth in this country, because it's pay to play, and it has been since 2012. Explains a lot, but that people are willing to suffer under another violent, infested, pandemic love. I don't know. I don't even know. But here's the facts, okay? He said today that this is the worst economy, and that it's a disaster, and we're a laughing stock all over the world. 2 weeks from yesterday, okay? In 13 days from today, the keys to the White House will be passed from a president who has bequeathed this man the best economy America has had in quite some time, even including pre-pandemic Trump era economy. Yep. We have murder that's way down in this country. Immigration, believe it or not, is below what it was when Donald Trump was president. It's below that. Everything he's peddling is being echoed by social media titans to the point where the facts don't matter. But pretty soon, you won't even know what they are. That's daunting. That's crazy. But that's where we're going. That's what you voted for. That's what less than half, but about half voted for. Don't have time to listen to the live show? Want to hear more on your schedule? Go to RandiRhodes.com and buy a stinking podcast.